Hey girls and guys and girls. So this is based off of a dream, right? And I just got out of the bath, and I was just thinking about like what this dream had meant, right? Like trying to get some revelation from the Lord, because most of the times He'll speak to me when I'm preparing to get ready to go somewhere, or like just getting ready to go to bed, or whatever it may be, right? So this morning I was just like, Lord, like, what was that even about? And like, He broke it down to me in such a way that I need to come and explain, but also speak to someone who may be experiencing the same types of things, okay, or has been throughout their life, right? Whether this is like a part of my ministry right now, I'm still asking the Lord to guide me on this, but I'm going to speak on it anyway, okay? So, as you can see here, this dream was from the 22nd. I had about four separate dreams in one night, okay? And this was a part that came up, and it says, I saw a muscular woman in front of me, like a bodybuilder, and I went in like this gym area with a pair of heels on. I did a sitting position, and my legs looked really toned and muscly. And the instructor, sorry about my um, morning typing, the instructor man, the instructor man said, let me show you another way. He got me up. I took my heels off, thinking he wanted me to take them off. Then he handed me these huge stiletto heels. I laughed because I knew I couldn't walk in those. There we go with another spelling mistake. He looked at me and said, I stand a better chance and I'll be better at it because I'm a natural, actual woman. Okay? So I was like, Lord, hold on a minute. What are you even saying? Right? But throughout my younger years, right? I'm still young now, all right? But throughout my younger years, I liked the look of muscular women. Like, I wanted to have a similar body to those that do the competitions, right? Not as muscly, but just toned and nice, right? And I put a picture on my community post where I had lost weight in 2019 to 2020, and that's my natural size, okay? Before I had my daughter, that was how slim I actually was, right? Um, Obviously, like throughout the years, I've battled with my weight on and off constantly, over and over again, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? Right now, I'm on the upside instead of the downside, right? But the Lord's working with me and cutting out certain things that I know I shouldn't really be eating, etc., etc., right? So if you're noticing the Lord's doing those things with you and you do suffer with your weight as well, that's why, okay? Because He wants to get you back to the way that He originally planned for you to be, okay? Oh, 7-Eleven, giving me the tools, giving me the tools. Come on, Lord. Give me the provisions to speak your word, right? Okay, so with that, I was like, okay, Lord, that just popped into my spirit. I was like, okay, Lord, I hear you, right? Because I have been thinking recently, like, I need to get back into the gym again because it's a place where I feel more at ease. I feel like the stress levels are less when I'm attending the gym. Like, it just helps with so much things, right? I don't know if anybody else can like agree to this as well, but it just feels so much better in my body, with my spirit. My mind feels cleansed, like I can continue on my day and stuff like that. But the times when I go to the gym, I like times when there's barely anybody there. I like the feeling of it being my personal gym space, right? With like probably one or two other people or three people in there maximum, right? And nobody asking me like, are you almost finished on the machine, right? I hate that, right? I've got reps to do, right? I've got like a whole set that I'm not even finished doing, and you're being asked, are you finished on the machine yet? Dude, I'm still sitting here, okay? Please wait your turn, okay? Anyway, let's not get into gym politics. So, right, I was like, okay, Lord. So in this dream, obviously, He showed me this woman, this muscular body in front of me. But when I sat down, my legs were muscly, okay? And the way how I sat, I have not sat like that since I was a teenager, okay? Let me tell you something. These thighs, yeah, are thundered, okay? So I couldn't sit like that now. Not for a long period of time, anyway, okay? To the point where my butt was touching the ground. That don't happen no more, okay? I can just about get my bottom to touch the back of my heels, okay? And I'm just being real, okay? Because the struggle is real when it comes to weight gain, okay? For those who have had children, you know what it's like when you've had children and you gain weight. I've had one child, but I've just suffered with weight, okay? And like health issues, and you know, it's just been one roller coaster after another, right? My back, like asthma on top of it, like all kinds, like fibroids, all these kinds of things that the enemy has tried to place upon me to make me not be the best version of myself, okay? Because the enemy will do that to us, okay? He doesn't want you to be the person God told you you're supposed to be. He doesn't want you to reach your full potential. So he's going to put things in the way, okay? And if you get caught up in it, because we oftentimes do, because we're human, it can hinder us more than we actually think, okay? So I was like, Lord, what are you saying to me? And I was like, how it just, like, in my spirit, I just felt to myself, right? Like, was you happier, slimmer, or was you happier, bigger? Okay. And this is a tricky one for me because being the person who I am, right? I don't know about you and how you are, right? I accept myself in any weight that I am. Okay. It may not be the place where I hope to be right now, but I am thankful for the person who I am in the moment, right? Whether that's with a big belly, whether that's untoned and a little bit of jiggle here and there, whatever it may be, I just accept who I am in that moment, okay? Because this is who God made me, okay? It may not be the perfect version of myself just yet, but I'm working towards it. And from, you know, you're working towards something, it just gives you even more of a drive to say that you're going to get to that place where you know that you want to be and that you're supposed to be, all right? So when I was smaller, like 2019, 2020, right, getting back down to that size, I was so cold, okay? My body, right, the heat that I once had was no more, okay? Furthermore, that just takes me back to something that actually happened to me in real time as well, but that's a whole different story. But the coldness was real. Like, I had to layer up, and I never found myself having to layer up before that much, right? I'm talking about t-shirt, vest, jumper, and a hoodie, okay? Literally cold, okay? In the summer, not so bad, but when it got cold, I was like, oh my gosh, right? Then I noticed that when I was going shopping and stuff, because normally I'll either carry a rucksack or I carry a bag with me, so I can put some of the stuff in my bag and carry it on my shoulder or on my back, right? And I'm telling you, the way that my shoulders had slimmed down so much, it felt like they was going to break, okay? So slim doesn't always equate to healthy, right? Especially if you're not putting the work in, because when I'd lost the weight, I went through my whole entire awakening and finding out who God was, because he called me at that point, right, and showed me all the things that I was doing wrong and everything like that. And I was just in this mindset where I was just like kind of in la la land trying to figure everything out, right? So I was not contemplating taking myself to the gym or even eating right, okay, because my eating habits had faltered so bad, right? I was, as I said in previous videos, I worked 3 jobs and I couldn't even afford to feed myself properly. I was eating roast potatoes almost every day, and like rice, like small little bits and pieces here and there, right? And then the weight fell off me, right? There's somebody out there with a completely different backward story and their version of events and how things went, but I know my life and I know what I went through, right? So I was starving basically, right? Even working those 3 jobs, and nobody should starve working 3 jobs. It just doesn't make any sense, right? But that's just the way that it was. I wasn't claiming anything at the time either. I was just working and paying my rent and things by myself. So by the time I'd finished, I had nothing left, right? So I found that I was less healthy at that time than what I would say I am now, okay? And although I have the weight on me, this is more comfort food weight, right? Like, I'd like to say that because I don't eat meat. So I'm still like on a vegetarian, vegan based, you know, diet, basically, because that's what the Lord's called me to. But I'm chunkier than what I was when I was in 2019 and 2020, right? So here where I am now, if I was toned and as big as this, like I had muscles and things like that, I would be ecstatic, right? Because I'd be like, right, I'm toned up. I don't have to worry about none of that. It's all good, right? But as I said, it's dependent on your mindset and how you feel in your body, right? So I couldn't personally say, oh, I feel better as a slim person or as a bigger person. I am okay with either. There are ups and downs on each side of the spectrum, okay? Whether you're on the slimmer side or on the bigger side, there's ups and downs. So I found, right, this is like a tip for anybody who is experiencing the same kind of thing. I found that when I was bigger, to make myself feel better, right, which it always worked. Wake up in the morning, do my morning routine, eat my breakfast, get myself ready for work, have my wash and everything, spruce up, and find a nice outfit. Okay, I was like, right, what should I wear for the day? What color do I want to wear? Because like the colors had to pop. Okay, didn't care if it was red, didn't care if it was blue, didn't care if it was yellow, orange, whatever. I had to match it out, and it had to look good. Okay, and it had to look good for my size as well. So once you find that perfect outfit, you put on your mascara or whatever it is that you put on. It's me, it's just mascara and eyeliner, okay? And some lip gloss, and I'm good to go, right? And you do your hair and you're ready to walk out that door, and you check yourself once over again in the mirror before you go, and you bounce, right? And you're out there and you're feeling good. Like no one can tear you down, no one can tell you nothing. Doesn't matter whether you're bigger, whether you're smaller or what. That outfit changes your whole mind frame, okay, about how you may have been feeling about yourself in a moment where you went past your mirror and glimpsed yourself in your nakedness, okay? That's a whole other word in itself as well, okay? Like, do not be ashamed of who you are right now, okay? If the Lord is calling you to change certain habits and it's going to take some time for you to lose the weight, you just take your time with it, okay? You're not on anyone else's timeline. You don't have to impress anybody else. It's all about how you feel in yourself, okay? Who God says that you are. He knows who you are. You just have to remember who you are, okay? And that doesn't equate to what size you are. It doesn't matter whether you're bigger or smaller. God knows exactly who you are. He knows who he wants you to be. He will show you who he wants you to be, okay? In this, the Lord already knows, okay? I said, I want muscles, okay? The Lord already knows. I said, I want muscles. In my last relationship, and I told my ex that I wanted to, like, basically build up and have muscles and stuff. He was like, no, man, you can't do that, man. You can't do that, man. That's just too much. That's just too much. And I started laughing, and I was like, why is it too much? He's like, because it's more manly than it is feminine. And I was like, I'm not talking about going full ham, and having like the world of muscles everywhere. Like even my buttocks is tough. Like, you get what I mean? Like it can break a brick. I'm talking about, I want to be toned. I want you to see a definition in my body that I'm toned. You know whose body type I love, right? Absolutely love Angela Bassett, okay? Because she's just toned. I don't think I've ever seen her have a bad day, okay? In her body size, the way that she is. It's just, to me, her size is perfect, okay? And toned and nice. Her arms are always toned. Her shoulders always look feminine but toned. Like there's a femininity in muscle as well. It's not just all about, oh, you look manly, right? As in this dream, the man that was the instructor turned around and says to me, I stand a better chance because I'm a natural, actual woman, okay? When you're a natural, actual woman and you have muscles, you can still see that you are womanly. It's just that you are toned, okay? So either way, whichever way you feel better, whether it's at the big end or the smaller end, don't allow for anybody to turn around and tell you what you should or you shouldn't do, okay? I wish I had followed my own mind back then and just went and did what I wanted to when it came to my own body. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how other people perceive you or how they feel like you should be. It's about your happiness, okay? Your happiness doesn't, what's the word? Your happiness has nothing to do with them. Okay, it's as simple as that. Your happiness in who you are is nothing to do with them, with anybody else. Okay, it's all about what's inside of you and how you feel about yourself. Okay, and how the Lord is saying that you're supposed to shift yourself from out of the place where you currently are, right, to the person He has called you to be. Right, the higher version of yourself, then, if you want to put it that way. Okay, I really hate using those kind of words because I know that the new age people use all those things right now. Okay, like, but that version of yourself, that the go higher with the Lord and let Him show you who you're supposed to be. Okay, you could be the person who's supposed to run the runway and be as slim as those models that are out there, or you could be a chubby model. Okay, one of the pictures I put on here where I had the number in front of me, right, the 437 number, it's on my community post, right? I went for Miss Curvaceous UK. Okay, just try it out and see. Look, I didn't think I had the look or nothing like that. I was just like, my confidence is brimming right now. I'm gonna go for this thing. I'm gonna walk it out. I'm gonna do their walks. I'm gonna do their challenges, and people are gonna see. Even if I have a spot on my face, because I had a mad spot on my face, I was like, I'm still gonna show up. I'm still gonna do what I have to do, and the confidence is just going to be there. Nobody can tell me nothing. Okay, I went, I did it. I wore my heels there. It was the first time I had wore heels outside for so long. Oh my gosh, my feet were burning. But but I went and I did it, okay? And it was like there was an initial shock from some people, like I shouldn't have been as confident as I was being there, but I was. Okay, I was myself in that moment. You just need to be yourself no matter what size you are in the moment. Love who you are. Okay, love who you are. Okay, right now the Lord is changing so much in so many of us. Okay, he is taking out the gunk, okay, that we had taught ourselves and that had been taught to us by others, right? All those things that we thought were for us that were just hindering us, He's taken out. Okay, He's taking them out right now, and He's replacing them with everything that He says that you need to be equipped with right now, so that He can take you into your next season. Okay, the seasons are changing. They're forever changing. Okay, you may hear a lot of people turn around and say the same thing, but the seasons are forever changing. Okay, He had me notice today that it's the 23rd of the 2nd, and He's been showing me a lot 232, and it means fisher. Okay, fishing, fisher. Cast out your rods. Okay, it's time now for you to be seeking Him so that He can give you all of the provisions that you need. Okay, go fishing with the Lord. He's the one who is going to provide for you. He's going to give you everything that you need in this season right now. Okay, you've been doing it alone for so long. You've been fighting, you've been pushing, you've been trying, you've been keeping yourself in a place where it's just about what you've been trying to do all alone, and no help from anywhere, or no resources, no nothing. He says, lean on Him, okay? Lean on Him to do what He needs to do in your life. He's going to show you everything He needs to show you in order to get you to where you need to be, right? And that goes for your weight as well. He cares about everything when it comes to us. Is your hair falling out? Speak to the Lord. Say to Him, Lord, in your word, okay? In His word. I did a word on this way back, okay? In His word, it says the glory of the Lord is upon my head, okay? When you turn and you say that, you say, Lord, if your glory is upon my head, then my hair shall show your glory. Ask Him, if you want long hair, ask the Lord to give you long hair, boo. He will do it, okay? He's grown mine, okay? He's grown mine. He's done everything He needed to do for mine, right? You don't want it to be as a scab, because there's a part in the Bible where He turns around and He says that He will make the hair on their foreheads recede, basically, right? When you got bald patches and things going on with your hair and things like that, it's because you're in your sin, okay? Allow for the Lord to come in and work on you. Relieve you of those sins and those things that you've been doing and partaking in and working on your own, thinking that you was doing the right thing by yourself, not looking to Him, and just taking your own will and driving with it, right? And ending up in places that you should never have entered into. We've all been there. But it's time now for us to take our hands off the wheel, okay? and let God take control, because he's going to show you. He's going to send you dreams. He's going to send you visions, okay? It's in his word. He says he shall give them visions. He shall give them dreams, okay? And all the other things that the Lord can do to show you signs, okay? And wonders, so that you know that it's only him alone that is capable of doing it. Throughout all of these stages, from going slim to big again, it's the Lord that allowed for them things to happen. Okay? You think he doesn't know the desires of your heart? Even when you're walking and you look happy, but on the inside you're upset about something because something's not going the right way. You think that the Lord doesn't know all the things that you want, all the things that you need. He knows. He knows the diagnosis that they've given you. But do you believe them, or would you believe God over them? Okay? Because if the Lord has turned around and said that you shall have that job, okay, or you shall work in this place, or you shall be this slim, or you shall have that child, then that's what the Lord said, not what the doctor turned around and said to you, not what the housing officer turned around and said to you, that you couldn't have that house. That's a lie. If the Lord says that that's yours, it's yours. Okay, in due time it shall be yours, and nothing shall stop his will. Okay, so if the Lord is saying that you need to cut back on certain things and he wants you to slim out, right, and that's where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be lean, you're supposed to be muscly, or you're supposed to be have a bit of chub on you, whatever he says that your body type is, okay, because we are not all the same. That's the beauty of it, right? Whatever he says your body type is what it is. Pay attention to the Lord. He knows what he's doing. It's his temple. And he knows exactly how he wants his temple to look. All right? Okay, guys. So with that, I hope for whoever it's for, you just don't allow other people to determine your value, okay? You're not a property for them to come in and say, oh, well, this needs some work. Oh, that needs some work. Oh, you need to lose some of this over here. You need to do it. No, okay? The only person who can do that is the Lord, okay? And he doesn't chastise you in that way. He will speak lovingly. He will show you the things you need to do, the things you need to cut out, the exercises you need to do. He will send people forward with nutritious value, knowledge, and all these kinds of things. He will bring the right people around that need to be around to help you on your journey. Trust me, okay? And I'll bring it back straight to when I used to work in the clothes shop that I used to work in. And this woman came in and she had just lost weight, and we was talking, and she felt like she was one of my closest friends. I'd never met this woman before in my life. And she told me how she lost the weight and everything. And I was like, yeah, and I'd love to lose that much weight, man. It's been so hard. And like, I didn't know I was even, speaking to her in a way that, in the next week or so I would lose the weight. I was genuinely just like in that place where I was like, I'm sick and tired of not being able to fit into nice tops, right? And it gets there. Like, you want to wear something cute, right? You want to look cute. You want to feel nice, right? But when you have on a certain amount of weight, when you get the bigger clothes, they don't look as cute, right? And things like that. So it will put you in a bad place, but you have to not be disheartened and get yourself back up again. And this woman knew exactly how I felt. And the Lord had me realize that on that day, I had spoken with an angel, unaware, okay? Because oftentimes we can be speaking to an angel and we're unaware that we're speaking to angels, okay? He knows the desires of your heart. He knows, okay? So if you want to be slim, he's going to find a way, okay? If that's in his plan and he says that's what's supposed to happen, then that's what's supposed to happen, okay? You just put your life, your body, your everything, right, in the hands of the Lord, and he will take care of the rest. Believe me, he will take care of the rest, okay? Anyway, with that, I'm going to bid you adieu, and I hope that you have a great day, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are. I pray that whoever this word is for, that you begin to heed the instructions of the Lord and you get to your perfect desired weight, okay? And you stay toned and nice, or if you need a little bit more weight on whichever body parts, because everybody has their own thing that they want, right? I hope that it all works out for you in the mighty and precious and beautiful name of Jesus. Amen. Ciao.